Wanna know how much I love you? No number can quantify, but I hope this song will qualify. There's no words to do it justice, no matter how hard I try. Oh, there's levels, oh, there's levels, oh, there's levels. Oh, there's levels, oh, there's levels, oh, there's levels. Oh, there's levels, oh, there's levels, oh, there's levels. To this, I said there's levels, oh, there's levels, oh, there's levels. Oh, there's levels, oh, there's levels, oh, there's levels. Oh, there's levels, oh, there's levels, oh, there's levels. To this.
That was Levels by Tattoo Money. Who is my guest this week on Ellyn with a Y Goes Live. So thank you all so much for joining me. I am so excited to have you here. Welcome back. We have a very jam-packed episode, so I am going to dive right in. Thank you everyone for joining me week over week and my live studio audience. Woo-hoo! Okay, so as I was going live, there's apparently breaking news in the Jenner world. Let's just start from the beginning. So first of all, let's all celebrate the glorious royal wedding of Justin Bieber and Hailey Baldwin. Here's the picture that they posted. He actually kind of looks a little bit older there. This is one of the pictures that they posted from their wedding, like photography photo booth. Congratulations. They've already been married for a year, but now this is like the actual celebration of their wedding. They like bought out a whole hotel down somewhere in South Carolina, North Carolina. And there were a lot of celebrities there. Really excited that they're married. All the pictures were really cool. There was also a picture of her, like, reportedly her walking in a tent. It was easily like 5 by 5, and she was like hiding underneath it to kind of like hide from the paparazzi, which I thought was really smart. Oh, we've got a lot of commenters. Are we going to talk about Kylie and Travis? Yes. So that's what I wanted to talk about. So at the wedding, Kylie Jenner was there. I did see a picture on Instagram that Kylie Jenner was there. Now, there are reports breaking today that Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott have broken up. I root for Travis and Kylie. I really like them. So that's the pop culture news, guys. Moving into our what to watch segment, and I'm really, really excited because we have a couple of fans of the show in the audience. So myself, Pete, and Sarah, my roommate, all love Why Women Kill on CBS All Access. So sadly, it's on CBS All Access. So I'm sorry, you're gonna have to like pay for another platform, or if you have cable, just like DVR it. This show is so good. It's about 3 couples over the course of 3 different decades that have all lived in the same house. So the first couple is in 1950, the second couple is in 1980, and the third couple is in current 2019. I don't know what they call it. People say aughts, the aughts. Present. Oh. I don't know what to call today. It's called present day. It's the present. So it's about these couples and like what's going on in their relationships and like the dramas and things that unfold. Who's, with who's hooking up with who else. It's really, really good. And I honestly think, we were talking about this earlier, I think Lucy Liu deserves an Emmy. Jennifer Goodwin is also in the show. And then the guy that plays Dan on Veep, because I didn't look up his name. It's a week-to-week show, but I'm watching it on CBS All Access. It's like the height of old school television meets like a binging platform, because I'm paying for just CBS All Access, but I have to still watch it week to week. So now they're getting me for like easily 2 months of television, and I'm paying $5.99 a month or something. That upsets me.
Hit me with the hookup.
Yeah, CBS, where's my access code? Where's my like discount code? Hashtag like, CBS All Access / Ellyn with a Y. I'll promote you. So it is an awesome show. You're hearing it. There's multiple people here that love Why Women Kill. Watch it on CBS now. So that moves me into food for thought. I haven't done food for thought in a while. And my food for thought is group texting and elders texting. Hi, Dad, if you're watching. Just going to preface this now. This this is you. I love you. So I was in, I'm just going to like retell the tale. I was in a group chat with my family who is all watching this live and commenting. Thank you. So I was in a group chat with my family, and in this group chat, there's probably like 20 of us in this group chat. It's a lot. I come from a very big family, and we're all in this group chat. We were coordinating a like family barbecue, and we all go back and forth. We text, and my dad, when you react to a text message as an iPhone user for a group text that incorporates a Samsung, it generates a text message. So when I react to a person's text message, they like get a text in return. So there's 20 people in a group text. Everyone's texting. I'm reacting to text instead of actually texting back. And so it would say, Ellyn laughed at, and then repeat the actual text. So I'm like reacting to a lot of people's comments because it's really funny. And so my dad one day, I guess was at work, and he like wrote to the group who's like, can we stop reacting to text messages? I'm having a tough day. like, please stop. How do I remove from text like group? And I'm like, so now my aunt was just like, she like liked it. And so then I ha-ha'd, and then I changed my reaction and liked it again. So now my dad's getting more messages. And so I called him later on in the day. I was like, Dad, I called my aunt. I talked to my aunt. She's like, what's going on? I was like, don't worry, I'll talk to him. I call him at the end of the day. I'm like, Dad, like, what is wrong with you? You do not act that way in a group text. There's 20 people. I was like, save face. Don't act like you don't know. Just be quiet. He's like, well, I don't know why it's telling me that you liked and then you ha-ha'd. I don't understand. What does that mean? I was like, so then I explained to him that there were like, I think I said there were androids among us, which means I sounded way too more into Star Wars than I intended. But I explained how when there's Samsungs in a group chat, everything is like in the green, and then it has to, explain the text when I react to something instead of it just showing, because Samsungs are like not as good as iPhones. Sorry.
Oh, I'm not. Okay.
Oh, my dad's saying he loves me. Okay, so you're not mad. So that is food for thought. No, my dad, he goes, not too mad. down a watcher, I see. So that is food for thought, which means we are moving into the guest portion of our show. I am so excited to introduce Tattoo Money, Pete, Armour. Come on in. Woo! Get on in here.
I made it. I made it.
You made it. You made it. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my God, I'm so excited that you're here. Everyone can attest. I've been like talking about this for weeks.
Hey, I'm honored to be here.
Oh my God, that is so
Honored.
Okay, so Tattoo Money is your performing name, is your artist name, but do you prefer people refer to? I should have asked you this when you first walked in. Do you prefer Pete to be like when you're speaking to people?
Yeah, it's kind of the name's kind of like one of those music nerd things where I don't know if you remember the band. Well, you remember Dashboard Confessional?
Yes.
So
I was a big
Ryan
fan.
Caraba, whatever the name is,
Super fan.
he is a member of Dashboard Confessional, even though there's no other members of the band.
Okay.
And same thing with like City and Color, which is just Dallas Green. Like people don't call him City and Color.
Yeah.
He's Dallas Green of City and Color.
Yeah.
And so me being a rock and roll dude and a music nerd, I always say I'm Pete of Tattoo Money, even though I'm the only member of Tattoo Money.
There you go.
So, but when I go to rap shows, people are like, yo, Tattoo! Tattoo! Mr. Money! So I'm just like, okay, that's me.
You're like, I'll roll with it.
Yeah.
I love it. So, I'll start with how do we even know each other? Because I'm like floored that you're here. So, would you like to explain how you wound up here?
Started following each other on IG.
Yep.
And I saw that you were doing this awesome ass show. And I was like, I wanted to be a part of it.
Yep, that's literally it.
And she sent me to her booking agent. I sent a couple of emails. 6 months later.
Yeah. We got the rider just right.
Here we are.
The green room is just to your liking. That's what we call the living room.
Oh, green screen.
Ask for a key of matcha, a kilo of matcha.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. That's easy for me to come by. So the first time I ever even like heard your music was on my block. I love that show.
Oh,
and it's the best. It's the best show. We got a lot of fans here. Yeah. And that's where I first heard your music. So your music is on the soundtrack. It's like on the seasons 1 and 2 from On My Block.
Hopefully 3.
Hopefully 3. Everyone cross all your fingers. Hopefully 3. So Tattoo Money.
Mm-hmm.
Where did that come from?
So it started when I started doing the project Tattoo Money. I was in another band, and this was like a side solo project.
Mm-hmm.
And so what the name Tattoo Money really means is, as long as I have money for food, clothes, and tattoos, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to always do music, rich or poor. Although I obviously want to be filthy rich. But
there's nothing wrong
at the
with
bare
that.
minimum, as long as I can afford a tattoo.
There you go.
I just thought that Tattoo Money was cooler than food money or MetroCard money. MetroCard money actually doesn't sound too bad.
That doesn't sound too bad.
So yeah, that's where it came from. It just means, I love what I do, and as long as I, can feed myself and the bare essentials like tattoos.
So you've been creating music. You were saying you've been in a different group.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been creating music, and now you're here?
I wrote my first rap when I was like 9 years old, and I remember it being about a girl that didn't exist.
Oh, really?
I was rapping about my girlfriend that 9-year-old didn't have. And I got into music. Well, the inspiration is also going to tell my age. So I got into music because of Criss Cross.
Oh,
when I was in school,
jump.
So when I was in school, the girls like loved them, and me being literally 9, I'm like, these girls like these dudes because they can rap. That's all it takes. Let me get my pen out. And that's how I started. And the women never came, but the love. The love for the music came.
The love of the
then,
music.
Yeah, I just kept on going from there, and just fell in love with rock music in high school.
Okay.
And went to college, learned how to play guitar, learned how to produce, and...
That's crazy. You were saying earlier that you write, produce, perform all the instruments, like everything... Soup to Nuts is you on the album.
Yes.
Self-titled Tattoo Money.
Yes.
So on Spotify now, you can buy it on Apple Music. We will link to it. You guys will be able to access it.
Do it.
So we were talking a little bit earlier about how would you describe your music or your sound to someone? Because I'm like trying to explain it. I'm like, it's the smartest lyrics ever in the world.
Thank you.
And then it's just it also changes like song to song too. There's like a lot of, I love the guitar. I love all the guitar. But then it kind of has like a bunch of songs in one, but it all flows together and all this. I'm just a big fan. How do you make your music? How do you explain it?
Well, lately I've been calling it ghetto folk music.
I like that.
I like telling stories, and I appreciate the compliments on the songwriting because I really like to focus on songwriting. Like my goal in life is to be in the conversation as one of the greatest songwriters of all time, like songwriting artists of all time. And like my list is different than other people's, but I just want to be known for writing dope ass songs. And so that's like always my main focus. But yeah, I call it ghetto folk music, but also like the new stuff I'm working on now is moving, I feel like more pop and less folk.
Okay.
Or at least I've been told. Like my girlfriend is like, you can't call this ghetto folk music anymore. It's too poppy.
Oh, really?
So it's still in the same vein. I still always lead with the acoustic guitar and stuff like that. I'm always interested to hear how other people describe it. Like whenever somebody introduces me to somebody, I always lean back and I'm like, go on.
Maybe you'll hear someone else's and like what they say better.
And yeah,
and
I'm hoping always. I'm like, tell me how to describe myself.
Help me. Yeah, but I think that's something that's about being a barrier breaker and a groundbreaker is that there are no current descriptions to what you're doing. You're creating something new and a new genre and a new sound. Like for real, trying to explain, I'm like, you just have to listen. And I sat down and I was playing Levels, which is from the first On My Block soundtrack. And this is how it happened. I was sitting at work playing the soundtrack and just Levels like got to my consciousness because I was just working. And then, just everything's playing. And then Levels, like, it made me like be like, hold on, wait, what is that?
Oh.
And when that happens, that's when I like go start following a new artist or like listen to all their music. So then I went from Levels, which was a song I opened the show with, and I listened to Levels, and it is just so fun to listen to, and it's such a beautiful song, and especially like the love in that relationship and like the funny story about, you know, what would you do if we were on The Walking Dead? Like that's a real life relationship conversation.
Oh yeah, my
that
girl
happened?
asked me that.
Yeah.
My mother asked my father that.
Yeah.
Asked me that too. She's like, if I become a zombie, what would you do? And I'm like, blowing your head off. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
So I love it. No, I love it. And you could like paint the picture for everyone. And it's funny, but then there's like just lyrics about, you know, like having a baby and loving the stretch marks and just like it's very real. So I was playing that for my parents. My parents got very like they love it because they've been together since they were 19. So they just have this like very long love story. But then the next song I heard was Black Girl Magic, and I listened to the whole song. And so Carolyn, who's here in the audience, she sits across from me. I listened to it and I literally sat up and I realized it was like Gabby Douglas and Leslie Jones and the story of celebrating black women and black culture, and just through the lens of like how so many things and attributes about black women are like taken by other cultures, and then those attributes are then conceived of as like negative. Like it just, the writing on that song is so good. I immediately pinged Carolyn. I was like, you have to hear this song. And I really feel like, I said this to you earlier, I'm going to say this to everyone, you're going to be huge, like Grammys, like I just know it, so I'm like freaking out because you're here.
I'm freaking out because I'm here.
No, like the two of us, I'm like, I have the Tonight Show, you have Grammys, and we're both like, how did we do this?
Right, we go back to the time. Remember that time?
Yes, and then they pull this up and they play it, and we're like, oh my god, don't look at us. And we're like, yes, we made it. But I truly believe that everybody needs to hear Black Girl Magic. Like that song, just, I think it'll help people who maybe don't understand necessarily. And I know I talk a lot about this, like understand like what's happening in our culture and the idea that like black women have beautiful hair and beautiful bodies, and that sometimes women want to have that and look like that, but they're not paying tribute to it, or they're also creating a negative stereotype of those.
Yeah.
It's just, I think it's something that like will open people's hearts. I just think a lot of your lyrics are very like opening of the heart and the mind and kind of making you think in a different way. But
oh, thank you.
that is like, that song for me, I'm just like, the world has to hear this song. Like it's gonna hit. It's gonna be like an ELLYNWITHAY movie. Oh my god.
Hey.
Queen and Slim. Let's go.
Let's go. More checks.
Yeah, more checks. Wait, so when they hit you up for On My Bop, can you take us through like how does that happen? Like I don't know anyone that's on the soundtrack.
Oh yeah. Oh.
What the heck happened?
So I was working with a company that was promoting the EP, and it got into the hands of the music supervisor of the show. And at the time, he was editing they were editing the first season of the show, and he did the anti-industry thing and actually listened to it. And once he heard that I produced everything, and he just felt like the music I was making at the time fit the vibe of the show, and that's kind of what kicked it off. And that's why I feel like personal connection to that show, because even though it's in Los Angeles and it's these younger kids, like that's how me and my homeboys grew up in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Like me walking around with neon green hair and a guitar on my back and having people scream out the window, tight ass pants. Like that was like, I wish I could sit down with my best friends from then and we watch that show.
Yeah.
Because that's literally like, that was us growing up.
Do you think that show, like what do you think that show is doing for representation? So it's like predominantly or primarily, I think it's just black and Hispanic on the set for the most part. Yeah. Do you feel like that show, like do you feel like a certain like kinship and connection to that show and like responsibility to help like promote more of that? Definitely. And I love being a part of it. And the thing that like I love about it and I recognize about it is that there's a lot of shows about coming of age in the hood. And the other show, the third show creator, whose name I forget, he's going to kill me. When he was brought onto the show, he said that he wanted to show that, yeah, we live in this area, we grew up in this area, people get shot and crimes happen, but also a lot of fun stuff happens as a kid. And it's true. It's like, I mean, when I grew up in my apartment, like I have had bullets fly through the door while my brother was sitting at the table doing homework. But at the same time, we still have memories of like funny stuff happening and fun stuff happening too. So it's like, the reason I love that show is because there were other shows that came out that I'm not going to name that came out at the same time that was about kids growing up in the hood. And I'm like, I don't want to see another show, see my people getting shot up. Yeah. But then when On My Block came, it showed that you can grow up in these environments and still have a childhood
and the adventures that you go through navigating through that stuff. And I feel like that's what I love so much about that show, is that, yeah, they live in this gang area and there's this going on, but also there's these crack you up, tears in your eyes moments. And that to me is like the hood that I know and the way I grew up and the way me and my friends grew up.
And so we are all fingers crossed for season 3. Yes.
I'm
Do we
ready.
have like upcoming music? Do we have a new
Yes.
album, shows, tours? What can we promote?
So,
This is like Hot Ones. Like, now it's your turn.
so November 8th, I'm performing at MuchMore's in Brooklyn,
Oh my
which you
God.
should come to and all you should come
Yes.
to. And now it's on camera, so
Yes.
they have to, if they don't come, I'm going to go live. And be like, let me tell you who didn't show.
Oh
I'm going
my
to go
God.
live at the same time.
You're going to call
On
me
Tuesday
out.
night.
Yes.
I'm like,
Yes.
let me tell you who did. So
Like
November
Ellyn is
8th.
canceled. She's a fraud.
Yeah, so I'm announcing that first here. Also, I have a new single coming out in a couple of weeks. It's called The Black Aunt Viv.
Oh my God. Yes.
And the first one.
Yeah, which one?
The
Which
first
one?
one. The Black Aunt Viv.
Yeah.
Black Aunt Viv.
Oh, babe.
And it's named after her it's not about her, but it's the attitude of her. It's a total shit talking song. And the thing is that, like after she left that show,
Yeah.
she was talking hella shit about Will Smith and all of that. And so the song is about talking your shit. And so
Yes.
it's called The Black Aunt Viv. And the video I actually shot in Japan, London, Paris, Los Angeles, and here.
Oh my
And it's gonna
gosh.
be, I've been shooting the video for like a year.
Wow.
And so that's going to be dropping soon, and that's an exclusive. Nobody knows.
Oh my
about
God.
that, too.
Oh, that's my first exclusive. Yes.
So
I'm
all of that's coming
excited.
soon. And and I'm just working on more music. I have an album out now.
Yes.
It's on all of your streaming services, as she said before.
We're going to link to it in the description, and we're going to link to Pete's Instagram account so you guys can follow along and see all of the posts of all the places he's traveling to, shooting music videos. I'm so grateful that you're here and that you
Thank
came
for having
on.
me. This is awesome.
We are going to play a tiny little game before you go.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we're going to do Would You Rather.
All right.
Would you rather win $50,000 or have your friend win $500,000? It's tough because, you kind of sound like an asshole if you don't pick the other one, but then it's like there's reasoning to pick both. I've sat with this for a while.
Man, yeah, it's a tough one. I think I would take that. I would take that 50 grand myself.
Okay, and your reasoning?
Oh
We asked for justification here.
man. I
You
feel
don't
like
trust any of your friends with $500K?
Pretty much.
I'm like, they're gonna spoil
my
it.
friends are a bunch of vagabonds, and I feel like I don't trust them with $500K. Some of them might be enemies. They might try to hire somebody to take me out.
Oh my, we
So
were
just
saying
to be safe.
we were saying that if we can't control, which is like
Yeah.
Which friend?
control,
Yeah.
but if you can't
Yeah.
control a friend, it's like you never know. It's luck of the draw. So as long as at least if you got $50K, then you can kind of do something with it.
If I could pick, like if it was Jessie who's watching right now,
There
I
you
would let her
go.
have the $500K because I know she would do something awesome with it and give back to like the arts. She'd probably open a dope venue somewhere. But then I got some other friends who would blow that all on reefer. $500K on reefer. So I would keep it for myself because I know I would do some good with it
Yep.
and then blow the rest on matcha.
There you go.
I'm a matcha enthusiast.
Are you a matcha?
Oh
Do you
my
go to
goodness.
Cha-Cha? Have you ever been there? Or is it too
Yeah,
trendy?
yeah, and I've done cha-cha. Like when I went to Japan, I made sure that we went to like the town that like matcha's from, Uji,
Really?
and I like got to grind my own matcha and brought like a half a key of it back into the States. That's why TSA does not fuck with me. They're like, green powder in his suitcase.
Who is this dude? That's really funny. So that is our game, which means we go into our final segment of the show.
right.
I was telling you a little bit about this earlier. The Noah Centineo news segment. You're on Netflix. Have you ever watched All the Boys I Loved Before?
I have not.
You haven't?
I have not.
Oh my gosh, you have to watch
I've
it.
heard
It's really cute. It's actually, you know what? I will say, I don't think I've ever talked about this. Okay, so the To All the Boys I Loved Before came out last summer at the exact same time as Crazy Rich Asians, and there was all this not noise, there was all this excitement and celebration over it being like the first like fully like Asian like helmed cast. And everyone wasn't giving any love to all the boys I loved before that Jenny Han wrote and Lana Condor was the lead of. And it's a rom-com, which is, again, is like...
I love me a rom-com.
Love a rom-com.
Love a rom-com.
Gets no, like, and it's the first... She was like one of the first Asian American women to be the lead love interest in a rom-com. And I was like, Crazy Rich Asians. I was like, we're here for you, but you stomped on Lana Condor's parade.
God damn.
And then Noah Centineo is the one that like really, really blew up. He's like 16, 17 million followers now. And she does not have a small amount. She's at like 6 million or something. But I'm like, I like him, but I'm like, this did not fall on the right side of the coin for me, for my liking. She should have been like the number one. Anyway, I'll go into the Noah Centineo news.
Tell me, what is going on with him?
So, last week I reported that he's basically dating Alexis Ren, Instagram model.
The flower incident.
Yeah, I can't. I cannot. I can't. Which I'm like so not a fan. I'm just like, ugh. She was on Dancing with the Stars. Like, what star? Like,
she's on Dancing with the Stars.
She was like last year, and everyone was like, Alexis Ren, like social media mogul. I'm like, for who? Who decides what? Who? He was picking her up from the airport in Palm Beach, Florida. And so all the news outlets are like, oh, they're basically dating. Like, he picked her up from the airport. They hugged. They embraced. But no one was reporting the fact that his dad lives in Palm Beach. Ooh. So I basically have the 110% tea on this, that why else would they be going to Palm Beach in Florida if it was not to meet the dad, meet the parents? Which is terrible. Man. I'm so sad.
You see that? You make us sad. I break your pretty face, buddy. And let me catch you in East Flatbush on a Tuesday night.
No! Because if you are in New York, you should come to my show.
And leave Alexis at home.
Yeah, leave Alexis at home. Yeah, she is not welcome to the show. No, I'm just kidding. Everyone, peace and love. Like, all positivity. Yeah, so that is the Noah Centineo news update. This has been Ellyn with a Y Goes Live. I am so grateful to Pete for coming on the show.
I'm grateful to be here.
Thank you for coming. Everybody, give Pete a follow and please listen to his music. It means a lot to me as a listener, and I think you'll enjoy it. So thank you everyone for watching. I appreciate you watching. You know that this show is all about spreading laughter and spreading joy. We could all use so much more of that in this world, and that's why my message at the end of every episode is to go out there, and if the show made you laugh or made you feel good, go do that for someone else, because we could all use a lot more of it. So exciting things to come in the next couple of weeks. I'm grateful to have you here with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Yay. Hi everyone, thanks for watching. To subscribe to my channel, click here. And to watch more videos, click here. Be sure to like, comment, and hit the bell so you get notified every time I upload a video.